My name's Chloe Watego. I am a Yemen and South Sea Islander woman from my dad's side, with Scottish ancestry through my mum's side. I was born and raised down in Logan, just down south a bit, but spent many school holidays up here on the coast with my grandfather, who's still here in Caloundra. I guess I definitely want to pay my respects to the traditional owners here, the Gubbi Gubbi, Kabi Kabi and Jinnabara people as well. My family and I feel so blessed to live and work here, and yeah, we hope to remain here for a long time yet. So I'm a contemporary Aboriginal artist. I mainly paint acrylic as well as a little bit of digital work as well. A lot of my pieces are reflections of stories that I've been a part of or that have been told to me or that connect me back to place. Yeah, so up until now I'm mostly self-taught with a lot of influence through my family as well. And until last year we didn't know who our mob was through my grandfather. So This year, hoping, I've actually applied for a write-off grant, and if successful we'll be heading out on country for the first time with our elders as well to learn those stories. Definitely my Watego side, which is South Sea Islander.
Yeah.
Again, we were blackbirded here to the country, so we don't know our full story, but I definitely have a strong connection to the ocean. And so my ancestors were basically taken from their homelands, back when the ships were coming to Australia, they were picking up slaves along the way, and they were never necessarily returned to where they were taken from, if ever. So the Wategos were brought here as slaves in the cane field industry and ended up making Byron Bay home. So down at Watego's Beach there is where the Wategos have grown since being brought to this country. So this will be my first solo exhibition. It's titled Pastel Era. Previously I've also exhibited at Stephen Street, Yandina, and the Butter Factory in Karoi, and I have my works on display up at Menimbajar in Malini, as well as Saltwater Experiences in Mooloolaba. So Pastel Era is a series of paintings that connect me back to the Sunshine Coast and what it means to have grown up here on the beaches, in Pop's Caravan Park, and full circle moving back to the coast, or moving to the coast 2 years ago and living in Caloundra as well. I guess my goals now as an artist is to exhibit in as many places as possible, especially here on the Sunshine Coast. So my hope is that people see my work and would like to see more of it, and more opportunities arise in future. I guess the connection to the place, like growing up here as a kid, especially Caloundra, I never knew what it meant back then, but my grandfather would always say, this is God's country. He's not a religious man, and he doesn't go to church, but he would always say this is God's country, and I think I understand that now. It's just a beautiful place to be, feels very spiritual and very safe. Well, most of my work is connected back to place, especially this place, and Pastel Era tells a range of stories about what it means for me and my family to now be living here on the Sunshine Coast and close to my grandfather. It's really important. I see myself exhibiting, more local spaces, but also going regional and national. I'd like to get a further reach with my work, be seen in some, galleries across the state. My grandfather's country is Yemen country, so out Taroom. I'd love to be able to show my works out west one day as well. I've definitely always been a creative person, but I didn't start painting professionally until 2 years ago. I think similar to a lot of people, COVID, we had to find a hobby, and this was my hobby and my way to relax and my form of meditation, and it just really grew from there. I started painting and people liked it, so I just kept going. Yeah, I really love how diverse the art scene is here on the coast. You walk into a space and there's a lot of different types of artists and works happening, which is really exciting to see, and really excited to see a lot more Aboriginal and First Nations artists coming through as well, and finding their place in, mainstream, I think is really exciting. I do enter art prizes, and it was entering into the local contemporary where I got this invitation for this exhibition, but that is my goal now, is galleries and art prizes. So I have a website, Chloe Watego Art, and I'm also on Instagram, Facebook and LinkedIn as well under Chloe Watego Art.